Welcome back, everybody. Again, we apologize. We had a wire tripped while we were away, and that's why we clicked off for just a moment. While you were gone, again, Zach Coleman had a pair of layups for Mercer Christian, and there you see Cam Lawrence going back to work as he's got 8 points, and you also have Wade Ritchie with the turnaround buckets. So we're all even at 4 apiece here in the second quarter, but it's still a 22-point lead for Mercer Christian as floater missed on the way up by Mullins and rebounded by Richwood. So we're down to 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Richwood trying to cut into this lead that Mercer Christian built up so quickly in the first quarter with 7 threes. A rejection inside, taken away. Now Goings with it. Up the right side, cut off. Now gets into the paint, swings it over. Shrewsbury left alone. He's going to take the three now, and he'll hit it. That's his third three of the game, and Shrewsbury has 11 points as a senior. Dominant start to this game, and the lead has swelled now to 25. As we were saying just before we disappeared for a moment. Again, next it'll be Beckley Prep taking on Beth Haven Christian. As Ritchie with a drive, tough floater, almost got it to fall as it rims off. Rebound though, put back up and rolls around and falls through for Dale Brown as he gets his first bucket of the game. He had 7 the other night in the loss to Summers County. 39-16. Now Goings gets all the way inside, lost it momentarily, but able to get it back and lay it in. He's got 6 points. But then after that game, approximately 6:15 tonight, we'll have the defending Class A state champions Webster County taking on the host team Greater Beckley Christian as a steal and a leak out as Coleman able to feed his man driving Stephen Belcher, and Belcher gets the layup to fall, and that's going to lead to a Richwood timeout, a full timeout. So we'll step aside with 4:17 left here in the first half and a 27-point lead for Mercer Christian as you are watching the Martin Luther King Classic with us right here on Video Productions.
Next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 and Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Joe and Robbie Mounds for our second game of the Martin Luther King Classic here from Greater Beckley Christian High School. Again, it was Trinity Christian knocking off Oak Hill in the first contest earlier today by 20 points as Ritchie gets a deep jumper from the right side, and it is a three as he had his feet behind the line, and Wade Ritchie with 9 points now for the game as lead stands at 43-19 in favor of Mercer Christian. Driving in, tough lane, and able to get all the way in with Jamison Mullins as he's got 7 points now. 45-19, Mercer Christian. Up ahead is Braden Spencer. Pass over to Rich. He gets away, loose on the floor, trying to save it with Shrewsbury, but into the hands of Richwood. Underneath, shot up, no good for Dale Brown. He gets his own rebound back. Brown shot, rolls around and falls home. He's got 4 points now. Now back the other way. Coleman gets behind everyone, but the pass too tall and out of bounds. It'll go back over to Richwood with 3:24 left here in the first half. Again, I think we got an announcement that Beckley Prep and Beth Haven will begin at 2:45, and then dunk contest will take place at 4:30 p.m., and then we'll have Webster County and Greater Beckley Christian at 6:15, followed by the nightcap with Wyoming East taking on Greenbrier East, and that's going to lead to a timeout by Mercer Christian, a full timeout. So we'll step aside as well with 3:16 left in the first half here from Greater Beckley Christian High School as you are watching the Martin Luther King Classic right here on Video Production.
General Stores knows West Virginia. But what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
3:16 to go here in the first half, with Mercer Christian leading Richwood 45-21. Chris Kidd here with you. Robbie and Joe Mounts, our engineer and cameraman for today's action, as they go down low. Layup attempt off the mark for Landreth. Rebound taken away by Mercer Christian. Up ahead and cut off was Shea Basham. They'll get it back out front. Basham, he'll take a three top of the key, in and out, no good. Rebound loose, and we're going to get a foul underneath. And they're going to get this on Mercer Christian. So they'll give the ball back over to Richwood. It looks like they're going to get that on Keithley, so it'll be his first. Inside Spencer, nice find underneath the Landreth, and he hits the short range jumper from the baseline. And there's Josh Landreth, who had 10 the other night in the loss to Summers County, gets his first 2 of the game here. Braden Spencer had 18 in that loss to Summers County, yet to score here today for the Lumberjacks. Just driving into the middle, contact, nothing called. Shot up, no good for Eric Booth as he crashes to the deck. Now here comes Spencer on a break, trying to get inside. Lost it as he spun around, taken away by Basham. Up ahead to Booth, who ended up benefiting from hitting the deck a moment ago, as he was yet to get back on defense and was right there for the easy layup. Now pass up ahead, knocked away by Keithley, stolen. Basham tries to save it, and into the hands of Mullins. Or Ritchie, rather, excuse me, as he gets back across midcourt. Now they get it over to Brown in the right corner, down low. Going to work is Ritchie, turnaround jumper, can't get it to fall. Tried to get the rebound back, but Booth got it away from him. And once again, a breakout, layup attempt up and good for Sam Booth. He's got 5 points now for the game. 49-23 in favor of Mercer Christian. Down low, pass stolen again, taken this time by Briar Lucas, the freshman. He gets it up ahead, and another layup for Sam Booth. As Mercer Christian's defense just been outstanding here today, forcing turnover after turnover from Richwood. Spencer being hounded right now by Basham. Cross-court pass dangerous. Brown had it, lost it, gets it back again. Now gets it up top for Ritchie. He'll take a three and count it again for Wade Ritchie. So he's had a very productive first half with 12 points for Richwood. Get it into the corner for Lucas. Lucas back up top for Keithley. Final minute of the first half. Mercer Christian leading at 51-26. Down low they go. Lucas, good fake. Got his man in the air. And again, hesitating call there, but they finally get Braden Spencer as he started to ride his offensive player like a cowboy there. The official finally had to call it with 51.5 seconds to go here in the first half. As Lucas did a good job of getting the ball fake up that time, so it'll be inbounded by Booth. Gets it into the top of the key to Keithley. Swing it around now to Booth in the corner. Pass down low, deflected. Still loose as Basham looked like he didn't want to go after it. Thought it might be taken away, Booth. And now they get Eric Booth in the center. Floating right-hander off the mark, no good. Rebound taken away underneath by Landreth. Final half minute of the first half as Lawrence dribbles to his right, now to Brown on the baseline, spins inside, still on his feet, but had his shot rejected by Booth. Into the hands of Landreth, his jumper off the mark, but there's Ritchie on the putback. It won't go. Ritchie gets it back again, ball fakes, misses on the right side, but gets it back again, and this time Ritchie able to finish. He's got 10 this quarter and 14 for the game with 12 seconds left in the half. Booth on the wing, dribbles in, kicks it cross court. Fake by Lucas, he'll drive in. Shot rejected by Richie with 4 seconds left. Gets it over to Lewis with 2, with 1. He'll heave from three-quarter court. No good. Is off the backboard as the first half expires, as Mercer Christian with an offensive explosion in the first half, primarily from the outside, as they hit 8 threes here in the first 16 minutes of play to help give them a 51-28 advantage. We'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll have a scoring recap here in the first half, as well as talking about the rest of our slate of action coming your way today here from Greater Beckley Christian High School, as you are watching the Martin Luther King Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
No one leaves their home thinking they will be in a car crash. Unfortunately, in West Virginia, more than 1/3 of people killed in car crashes are not wearing their seatbelts. Those who choose to wear their seatbelts stand a good chance to live another day. Law enforcement wants you to have a fighting chance. That's why we are busy making sure everyone is buckled up.
We would rather you arrive safe at all your destinations rather than it be your final destination.
Buckle up, click it, or ticket.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
When someone contacts my office, usually something terrible has happened. A loved one has been killed at work, a child has been seriously injured in an accident, or an insurance or credit card company is harassing them. My job as their attorney in these troubled times is to comfort them, give them peace of mind, to investigate the facts of their case, research the law, and I fight to make sure that their rights are protected. If you need a lawyer, contact me.
51-28, Mercer Christian Academy leading Richwood here at intermission. Chris Kidd with you, with Robbie and Joe Mounts, our cameraman and engineer for today's action. As we look at the first half scoring recap, Wade Ritchie leading Richwood with 14 points and leading all scores with those 14 points. Then you have Cam Lawrence with 8 points, Dale Brown with 4 points, and Josh Landreth with 2 points to round out the scoring for Richwood. On the other end for Mercer Christian, they have 9 players in the scorebooks, with Devin Shrewsbury leading the way with 11 points, Zach Coleman with 10 points, Sam Booth with 7 points, Garrett Goings with 6 points. Then you have Cruz Testerman with 3, Tanner Keithley with 3, also Jamison Mullins with 7 points, and then you have Stephen Belcher and Eric Booth with 2 points apiece. So again, stay with us. Coming up next, we'll have Beckley Prep taking on Beth Haven Christian at approximately 2:45, and then we have our dunk contest at 4:30. Then it'll be 6:15 with Webster County and Greater Beckley Christian, and our nightcap will be Wyoming East against, Wyoming East.
General Stores knows.
It'll be Wyoming East against Greenbrier East to close things out this evening. Well, right now we're going to step aside for break. When we come back, it'll be time for quarter number 3 here from Greater Beckley Christian as you are watching the Martin Luther King Classic with us right here on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
No one leaves their home thinking they will be in a car crash. Unfortunately, in West Virginia, more than 1/3 of people killed in car crashes are not wearing their seatbelts. Those who choose to wear their seatbelts stand a good chance to live another day. Law enforcement wants you to have a fighting chance. That's why we are busy making sure everyone is buckled up.
We would rather you arrive safe at all your destinations rather than it be your final destination.
Buckle up, click it, or ticket.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
When someone contacts my office, usually something terrible has happened. A loved one has been killed at work, a child has been seriously injured in an accident, or an insurance or credit card company is harassing them. My job as their attorney in these troubled times is to comfort them, give them peace of mind, to investigate the facts of their case, research the law, and I fight to make sure that their rights are protected. If you need a lawyer, contact me.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Start of the second half getting ready to get underway here from Greater Beckley Christian High School. Chris Kidd here with you with Robbie and Joe Mounts, our engineer and cameraman, for our second game today. Again, Trinity Christian knocking off Oak Hill in game number 1. And right now, Mercer Christian with a 23-point lead over Richwood here in the second game. Stay tuned. At approximately 2:45, we will have Beckley Prep taking on Beth Haven Christian. Then there will be a break in between games until 6:15, whenever Webster County, the defending Class A state champions, take on Greater Beckley Christian, the host school. So we get a tie-up underneath. Possession arrow will go over to Richwood off of the missed 3 by Shrewsbury. And then at approximately 8 o'clock tonight, we will have Greenbrier East taking on Wyoming East. So still full slate of basketball here today from Greater Beckley Christian High School. And again, we'll be back here tomorrow as well for Greater Beckley taking on Charleston Catholic. So again, tough, very tough back-to-back games for Greater Beckley Christian, but should be very exciting contest as Cam Lawrence gets into double digits as he hits the first basket of the second half on that little turnaround. It's 51-30 now in favor of Mercer Christian. Then we'll be in the Armory on Thursday night. We'll be back at Charleston Catholic on Friday night as Zach Coleman able to connect from deep. His third three-pointer of the game. He's got 13 total. So we've got all sorts of high school basketball action coming your way this week on Video Productions. Into the corner, 3 on the way. Left short by Miller. Rebound comes down to Shrewsbury as he gets it up the floor for Goings. Back up top for Eric Booth. That is now 9 threes in the game that Mercer Christian has been able to hit. Get it back into the corner. We saw that with Trinity Christian in the first game, able to go from the outside, hitting 9 threes in all to be able to defeat Oak Hill. Nice up and under move by Goings, and he's able to get to the right side to lay it in as he's got 8 points in the game now. Now quickly the way Miller comes inside, rejected by Booth as he rejects the ball and puts Miller to the ground as well on that shot block, but it'll stay here with Richwood. Brown will look to inbound it. Gets it into the corner. 3 on the way, and there's the first bucket of the game for Braden Spencer. As we said, he had 18 points in that loss to Summers County the other night, but that's his first bucket of the day. 56-33. Mercer Christian in control as Coleman turnaround jumper off the mark, rebounded by Ritchie. Lawrence looking up ahead to Miller. Miller back out to Lawrence. So we had 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ritchie takes a straight on 3, too strong. Rebound fought for into the hands of Miller. He'll launch a 3, and he gets it to go from the right wing. Aiden Miller with his first basket of the game. 56-36 Mercer Christian. Ever since the about 4-minute mark of the first quarter, Richwood settled in and played Mercer Christian close to even as we get a foul on the inside. But again, the first 4 minutes were just so devastating for Richwood that it's been hard for them to make any hay. As Ritchie commits the foul, that'll be number 2 on him. Again, it was 8-0 in just the first minute of the game. Richwood didn't even get a shot off until almost 2 minutes into the game. They finally settled in on how to deal with that pressure defense, as Mercer Christian has dropped out of it mostly, as going shot rejected underneath by Ritchie and taken away. Lawrence up the middle of the floor. Gets it over for Miller. Miller left alone in the corner. Hit a second ago, but off the mark on this one. Rebounded by Shrewsbury. Up ahead to Coleman. Coleman stops. He'll take the 3. No good off the back iron. And rebound comes down to Ritchie. So Richwood trying to get this down below 20 points. Spencer on the right wing. He'll step back. He'll take another 3. Almost banked it in. Long rebound comes down. Taken by Shrewsbury. Up ahead for Coleman. Coleman will wait on everyone else. So get it up top for Shrewsbury. Now over the left side as Eric Booth will set things up. Coleman looking inside as Mullins flashes into the middle. Instead, will go for Goings in the corner. Now they work it down for Mullins. His pass up top, get it over to Goings. Drives in baseline, gets by his man, layup, rolls off. Rebound, though, comes back to Goings. He fires it into the corner. 3 on the way. Looked like it was blocked by Spencer, but Mullins gets his own rebound back and puts it up and gets the friendly roll as he's got 9 points for the game. Good job there by Mullins, realizing the shot was off and getting on the offensive boards. Now to Miller, he's left alone. He'll take another 3. This one off the back rim. Rebound taken by Shrewsbury again. Now Booth across the timeline on the right side. Skips across court. Now looking underneath, all alone, missing, but there's the putback by Goings as he gets it in for his 10th point of the game. Again, 9 players in the scorebook for Mercer Christian here today as the scoring's been distributed very nicely amongst this Cavalier ball club. Pass over for Brown. He gets inside, goes up, and fouled on the shot. That'll send him to the free throw line with 3:45 left here in the third quarter. Interestingly, 9 players scoring for Mercer Christian is more than what Richwood has on their roster. Again, Richwood only has 8 players on the roster in all. Brown's free throw up and misses short. As Josh Landreth will check back into the game for Aiden Miller. The only 2 we haven't seen from the Lumberjacks yet are Trey Stanley and Cameron Dillard. Second free throw for Brown, rolls off, no good. Ritchie fighting for the rebound. He and Booth, ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Richwood. Good job by Ritchie fighting for the offensive board that time to save the possession. I believe we've seen almost everyone in the game for Mercer Christian, maybe save for one player as they get it in underneath, and nice find. Able to find Landreth for the layup as he's got 4 points, and that'll lead to a timeout here by Mercer Christian with 3:34 left in the third quarter. That'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep things here. As we said, the rest of the day's slate, approximately 2:45. You already see Beckley Prep is in the building, as is Beth Haven, as they will get set to tip things off at approximately 2:45 p.m. Then after that, we'll have a little bit of a break. They'll have a dunk contest here at about 4:30. Again, Combine dropped out this morning, couldn't make it from North Carolina to be able to be here today. Again, not sure the weather conditions or schedule changed or what on their end, but that did kind of throw the schedule in a loop. But they're going to have a dunk contest after the next game, and then after that, 6:15, it'll be Webster County against Greater Beckley Christian, and then the nightcap will be Wyoming East against Greenbrier East at approximately 8 p.m. As we said, we'll be back here tomorrow for Greater Beckley Christian and Charleston Catholic at approximately 7:30. So a lot of good basketball on the way, not just today, but tomorrow and the rest of the week here on Video Productions, as Eric Booth misses a 3 from the corner, rebounded by Spencer. Interestingly, Spencer wearing 2 different shoe collars, albeit the same shoe. So he's got a unique little design as he goes back up the floor now after the strip, as Brown couldn't hang on to it. They get it over to Keithley, back up top for Eric Booth, goes down to Goings, into the corner. Good ball movement, 3 on the way, no good for Sam Booth, and rebounded by Landreth on the other side. As Spencer brings it up the left side, gets a screen up top. Gets it over to Brown. Brown will step back and take a deep jumper. No good, as it would have been a 2 if it had gone. Now here comes Mercer Christian. Goings goes up and under. Can't finish. Too strong, but gets his own rebound back. Pass over. Intercepted by Brown. Or Spencer, rather. Excuse me. Spencer with 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Drives in. Goes up and under. Layup is good for Braden Spencer. Great touch that time by the sophomore, able to spin that layup in as he's got 5 points, 60-40 now the score. Keithley gets it over for Goings. Goings back up top for Keithley as they swing it around left side, now to the left corner. Stepping back, 3 on the way, and count it for Jamison Mullins. And he's got that old school John Stockton type release on his shot, and it just looks so pretty every time it goes up, as he's got 12 points for the game. That's his first 3 of the game. And that's now 10 3-pointers in all for the contest for Mercer Christian. It's Landreth pass cross court. Booth got his hand on it, but it still finds Dale Brown, and he drives in nicely, gets the scoop layup to go as he's got 6 points. Now they stop as looks like Mullins needs to tie his shoe, and also checking in will be Cruz Testerman, the freshman. So we have 1:35 to play here in the third quarter. Excuse me, I said Del Brown earlier. I meant Del Boone. I apologize. They get it over to Testerman. Testerman on the right wing, dumps it down low into the corner for Goings. Back out Testerman. He'll take a three, and he gets it to go as well. Again, it's falling from everywhere this afternoon for Mercer Christian. The 11th three of the game, the second three for Testerman. 66-42. Lawrence up top. Gets it to Spencer as we approach 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Spencer trying to get by his man. Dribbles over to the right side. Goes behind his back, still trying to get free. Gets it to Landreth. Landreth, one dribble into the paint and puts up the short jumper and gets it to fall. So Josh Landreth with 6 points. Up ahead quickly. Testerman goes for three again and connects again. That's 9 points now for Testerman, all on three-pointers. We're down to 35 seconds left in the third. Spencer will pull up for three. Short, barely grazed the rim. Landreth saves it, but into the hands of Sam Booth. He'll get it up ahead. Testerman goes for three again, and once again he connects. Oh, my goodness. He is on fire right now. 3 consecutive three-pointers, and the lead is now swelled to 72-44. Final 14 seconds of the third quarter. Lawrence at the top of the key. Stutter steps, gets inside, goes up with the left hand, rolls off, no good. Rebound fought for. Lawrence loses it out of bounds with 4.2 seconds left. So Mercer will get the final look of the quarter here. Be interesting to see if Testerman gets his hands on it again. And he's knocked down 4 threes for the game, but he's knocked down 3 in a row. As Sam Booth will inbound it to Eric Booth. Gets a running head start. Down to 2 seconds. They get it over. Testerman somehow free again. This time off the mark, though, as the third quarter comes to a close as Mercer Christian extends their lead to 28 as we head to the final 8 minutes of play. You are watching the Martin Luther King Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't.
Start of quarter number 4 here from Greater Beckley Christian High School as we are here for the second annual Martin Luther King Classic. It's going on all day here from Greater Beckley Christian. Chris Kidd with you with Robbie and Joe Mounts, our engineers. We got Butch Mounts out there watching as well. We hope you're feeling better, Butch, as you watch today's broadcast. As Testerman gets it over left side as Mercer Christian with the ball. Devin Shrewsbury back in. Testerman straight on three, off the back iron, no good. Again, he had the touch in the third quarter, hitting 3 straight threes. As Mercer Christian just continues their barrage from the outside. Spencer can't get it to bank in. Rebounded, though, by Ritchie, and he'll put it back up and in. As there's the first bucket of the second half for Wade Ritchie. He's got 16 points now for the game. Shrewsbury on the left wing, fakes a pass, now gets it in the corner. Coleman alone, he'll take a three, no good. He's knocked down 3 of those himself in this game. Rebounded by Landreth underneath, gets it ahead to Spencer. Spencer looks inside for Ritchie, and we get a whistle. See if it's a foul or a tie-up. They're actually going to get a foul on Mercer Christian. That's going to go against Stephen Belcher. That'll be his first. As Aiden Miller will check back into the game, as Dell Boone will go to the bench for the Lumberjacks as Miller gets it in. Spencer steps back into the corner for 3, no good. Rebounded by Ritchie, puts it back up and banks it in. So back-to-back buckets now for Wade Ritchie. He's got 18 points. As it's 72-48 in favor of Mercer Christian. Shrewsbury gets in the middle, pass over, and nice save that time by Belcher. As they get it over to Belcher again, now in the corner for Shrewsbury as they work it around the perimeter. So got Coleman up top. Into the game is Jackson Katana for the first time for Mercer. Now here comes a drive, put up, no good by Belcher on the way in. And rebounded by Ritchie as Belcher a little shaken up after that, had to be helped up by Katana. Now here's Lawrence, works it down underneath for Landreth, miss, but there's Ritchie again with a scoop layup. And Wade Ritchie, who've been silent in the third quarter, got 6 quick points here in the fourth as he's now got up to 20 points for the game. We have 6:15 remaining, 72-50 in favor of Mercer Christian as Coleman missing on the three-point attempt and Lawrence there for another rebound. Lawrence will bring it up the center of the floor. Gets inside, puts up shot, no good. Rebound tipped around. Landreth will chase it down, back out beyond the perimeter. Still get it over for Miller. Now back up top. Landreth hits the deck, and they're going to call him for a travel. So that'll get the ball back over to Mercer Christian with 5:51 remaining. Again, trying to see if Mercer Christian will reach the 80-point barrier again. As we talked about, they've reached it 5 times this season. Could be number 6 if they get a couple more buckets here. And there's one of them as Zach Coleman knocks down another jumper. He's stepped inside the arc that time and took about a 16-footer. It's at 74-50. Coleman now with 15 points for the game. Ritchie gets it inside. Nice drive and puts up the floater and banks it in. Again, Wade Ritchie has had a superb afternoon here today with 22 points. So they kick it over to Shrewsbury. He'll step into a three and he'll hit another one. Shrewsbury hit 3 threes in the first half. That's his 4th one now of the game as he's got 14 points in all. Closing in on 5 minutes to play as Ritchie gets by his man again, and Wade Ritchie continues his dominance there in the fourth quarter. He's got 10 this quarter, 24 for the game. And with 4:55 to go in the contest, that's going to lead to a timeout here by Mercer Christian. A full timeout, so we'll step aside as well as you are watching the Martin Luther King Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks. Just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you with Robbie and Joe Mounts, our cameraman and engineer, for this second game from the Martin Luther King Classic, or I should say the second varsity game. Again, there was a JV game that kicked things off early this morning. But then you had Trinity Christian able to run away with a win against Oak Hill earlier today, hitting 9 threes in that game in order to preserve the win. And so they're now won 5 of their last 6, and now Mercer Christian looking to make it 6 out of their last 7 with a 23-point lead at the moment. They get it into the corner for Belcher. Now back up top for Testerman. Back left side. 3 on the way for Keithley, and that goes down as well. That's Briar Lucas, with his first bucket of the game. So this has just been a very impressive day for Mercer Christian. Now the 6th time on the season they've reached the 80-point mark. Now over to Aiden Miller. He'll take a 3, and he'll hit from the right side. And Aiden Miller with his second 3 of the game, 80-57 in favor of Mercer Christian. And as we said, this is a Richwood team that's gone back and forth throughout the years. 3 again by Lucas, hits again from the corner. So he's got 6 now as we've got 4 minutes to play in the game. Again, I believe they're saying Briar Lewis on the PA here. Again, online it said Briar Lucas, so we'll go with the PA man for the time being. It's 83-57. Now back into the corner. Another 3 goes down for Cruz Testerman. He's hit 5 threes for the game, and my goodness, this has been Golden State Warriors level 3-point shooting here today by Mercer Christian. They get it back up top for Boone. He'll get to the inside. Can't get it to roll in, but he is fouled on the play, and that'll send Dale Boone to the free throw line to shoot a pair. As I try and tally up all the 3-pointers here hit by Mercer Christian today, this could take a couple of minutes. 7 in the first quarter, 8 by halftime. At 13 by the end of the third quarter, they now have 17 3-pointers for the game. Again, that is just unbelievable shooting by the Mercer Christian Cavaliers. Yeah, again, the average on that's just outstanding. As Boone unable to connect on either free throw. He's 0 for 4 from the line now today. It's up ahead now, then another 3 on the way, and another one falls. That's 3-pointer number 18 as Stephen Belcher able to throw one in. 89-57 with 3:10 to go in the game as Lawrence gets it back from Miller. Now shovels it over to Boone. He'll drive in, puts up a tough shot, no good. There's Lawrence on the rebound, counted in the foul for Cam Lawrence. So he's got 12 now for the contest. And they'll go to the line to shoot one. They get the foul on Stephen Belcher. That'll be number 2 on him. 89-59. Now 89-60 as Lawrence able to connect. He's got 13 now for the game. Testerman gets it over left side for Keithley. Now back out for Testerman. Testerman gets free. He'll put up another deep shot, and this time it's a 2-pointer as he had his foot on the line. So that'll break up his average a little bit. He had 5 3-pointers. That's his first 2-pointer of the game. 91-60. It's Lawrence in the left corner, had it knocked away, taken by Testerman, and now in the hands of Belcher. We're closing on 2.5 to play. Keithley in the left corner for Lewis. Now back out, 3 on the way, no good for Bassam, and rebounded by Landreth underneath. He'll get it up ahead for Lawrence. Lawrence trapped, looking for help. Pass intercepted, taken away by Keithley. Keithley up ahead, finds Testerman. Layup no good. Rebounded, though, put back up and in by Lewis. He's got 8 points now for the game, 93-60. We hit 2 minutes to play here from Greater Beckley Christian. Again, stay with us. We've got Beth Haven Christian coming up next as they take on Beckley Prep in our third game of the day. As pass intercepted by Belcher up ahead. Testerman couldn't locate the ball as it's too far for him and out of bounds. Again, he turned right, he turned left, and just couldn't find the ball until it was too late. So a turnover for Mercer Christian. That'll give it back to the Lumberjacks with 1:45 to play. Boone back up top for Lawrence. Dribbles in, kicks it over to Miller. He'll take a 3, and Aiden Miller able to connect again. He's got 3 3-pointers on the afternoon. 93-63 in favor of the Cavaliers. Testerman up top. Kicks it over left side. Basham. Back over for Testerman. Up top, Keithley. He'll take a 3 and rolls off no good. Rebounded by Lawrence. 18 3-pointers in the game for Mercer Christian. Just an outstanding number. As driving in is Boone, and he gets all the way to the basket. Dale Boone able to pick up his 8th point on the game. Final minute of play. Belcher gets it back out front. They swing it over left side. Now over into the corner for Basham. Testerman, he'll step back. He'll take another 3. This one no good. Rebounded, though, by Keithley underneath as he took it away from Landreth. Now back over, 3 up, and Basham gets it to go as he gets in on the action with his first point of the game. 30 seconds to go. Miller, he'll put up a 3, no good. Rebounded underneath. Taken by Keithley with 25 seconds left. Now into the corner. Could this be 3-pointer number 20? No good. Rebounded underneath, knocked out of bounds. As Testerman went for the century mark and went for 3-pointer number 3 that time. or number 20 that time. And scoreboard reads 99-65, but like I said, I believe it's 96-65. So now Lawrence will bring it up the floor. Gets into the center. He'll drive all the way in, and he'll finish with the left hand as Lawrence. Another 2 here on this afternoon. So now 5 seconds to go. Testerman, he'll take a 3 here at the horn. No good. And he'll be rebounded by Boone, and that will do it as Mercer Christian puts on a show from the perimeter here today as they knock off the Richwood Lumberjacks 99-67. As we'll roll through here with our post-game scoring here in live stream. As for the game, you had Braden Spencer finished with 5 points. Then you had Josh Landreth with 6 points for Richwood. Big game by Wade Ritchie with 24 points to lead Richwood in scoring. Then you had Cam Lawrence with 15 points as Wade Ritchie named player of the game for Richwood. Again, big day for him, and a good selection, I believe, too, by this staff as he gets the MVP award here in this game with that big effort. As you had Dale Boone with 8 points and Aiden Miller with 9 points to round up the scoring for Richwood. On the other end for Mercer Christian, you had Zach Coleman with 15 points overall. Then you had Cruz Testerman, who had that 3-point onslaught in the second half, finished with 17 points total. Then you had Jamison Mullins, ended with 12 points, followed by Devin Shrewsbury with 14 points. Briar Lewis with 8 points total. Eric Booth with 2 points. Tanner Keithley with 3 points. Garrett Goings with 10 points. Stephen Belcher with 5 points. Shea Basham with 3 points. And rounding out the scoring was Sam Booth with 7 points. So overall, 11 players in the scorebook for Mercer Christian here this afternoon, with 5 of them reaching double figures. Just a very impressive showing by this Mercer Christian ball club, along with those 19 three-pointers they were able to hit today. So Mercer Christian improves to 14-6 on the year. Richwood falls to 4-6 overall as Mercer Christian has now won 6 of their last 7, and Richwood now has lost their last 3. We'll get back into action on Wednesday as they travel to James Monroe, while Mercer Christian will be at Seneca Trail Christian Academy tomorrow to see if they can continue their winning streak. Well, right now we're going to step aside for a break. Again, 2:45 p.m. will approximately be the start of our next game, and should be a good one as we've got Beckley Prep taking on Beth Haven Christian here from Greater Beckley Christian High School. So we will be back in approximately half an hour. So for Robbie and Joe Mounts, I'm Chris Kidd saying see you soon as you are watching the 2nd annual Martin Luther King Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.